Hey up everyone, so just a quick video. It's not the one I expected to put out, but it's like an update on part 2 at Squirrel Taxidermy. To be totally honest, the first fur or pelt that I prepared, I waited for my phone to arrive. That took a bit longer than expected because obviously we were just getting over at Christmas break, so I think I left fur too long. When I tried to put it onto mould, fur was slipping, so chunks of fur were coming out. So I had to go back to the drawing board. I'd got some more squirrels in freezer, so I defrosted one of them, and I had a second attempt, but I didn't film it. After the first sort of mistake and not going right, I just wanted to get processed right. So this is just a quick update, just to follow up. I will put some pictures in. I did take an odd picture, but this is the finished article. So you can see it's all pinned. The reason you pin it, you pin nose, mouth, ears, eyes in place. As this fur dries, well it's dry, but as it all sets in place, then them little bits of detail don't move. I've also, as you can see in there, just in that ear, there's some cardboard in ears. I have pinned ears, and I have removed all cartilage on it inside at fur. But I've just pinned it so they stick up and they'll dry that way, and they'll should shrink a little bit, but they'll stay stuck up. So obviously my first pelt, I measured that, measured round body, and I measured from nose to tail to get right form. This one were a little bit smaller, so I had to do a little bit of jiggery pokery on inside. I got the mould in, head fitted fine, feet fitted alright, but it was slightly too long, so I had to cut a section out that mould on inside in middle here, and then what I did is I reattached it with a screw, so it braced it in place and it don't move or slip. For a first attempt, I'm pretty well chuffed, to be honest with you. Disappointed I didn't film it, but it took me from start to finish, preparing a second hide, so skinning squirrel out, defleshing, splitting lips, all that kind of thing. It took me about 3.5 hours to get to this point. So it'd been a long video anyway. Obviously I could have edited it, but I don't think this will be the last one I do. I've quite enjoyed doing it, so I'll probably do some more. And as I get better, I'll put that second part up in full. But yeah, really pleased. Clothes have remained intact. It's going to be a running up like a piece of bark or a tree. So it's going to be its final position. So once all this is dry, fur's set in place, I'll attach that to a piece of bark or a nice piece of tree that I find, some sort of branches, and I'll mount it in cabin here. Well, overall, really good. You'll know from the original video, I made a cut up here, and a cut up there in like a V shape. Took all meat out from there, turned hide inside out, defleshed it, preserved it with borax. I put borax inside, and then I've re-stitched it here. As you can see, stitching in bad. Fur's a bit thin underneath. You can see hide a little bit, but you see form, I mean. But it's going to go like that. So for the first attempt, really pleased. It's just a piece for myself, for my own little collection. Now, a good quality specimen of this, so better than mine obviously, because there's people out there that are absolutely fantastic at this, but for something like that mounted on a piece of bark, it's £175 to buy. Now, with materials, it's cost me £37. That's pins, clay, foam, I don't think there's anything else, needles, thread, £37, can't complain. Like I said, I'm just basing it on this one, 3.5 hours start to finish, so a bit of time involved, some patience, but yeah, really happy, and I've saved myself a few quid, and that was all idea really. I've brushed it, but I've been handling it now, so you can see all fur's alright. It's going to look good. Put a tail wire in, just bend that however you want, really, and that's how it'll go. So I just wanted to give that quick update. chuffed really. I'm going to keep doing a few of these, get a little bit better, get a bit of collection together, and I might even look at doing some birds. There's no real aim to go on and sell these things. They are just for my own private collection. I'll have them here in cabby. I've got a few bits and bobs like skulls, jay, some deer heads, a deer face mask, and this is just another one really. So, sorry I didn't film second part, but it was really tricky and I just wanted to get it right. But that's the finished article. Then pins will come out in about 7 to 10 days. Let it all set in place. Get a brush, get it mounted. I'll give you another quick update when it's mounted and hung in place.